Hey, what's up guys? Today Derek's going to be demonstrating how to install the AEM fuel pumps on a 15 GTR. Please let us know if you have any questions.
Seat panel out, get it out of the way, and this is your access panel or access port to your fuel pump assemblies. Some plastic tabs here that you would have to rotate into matching the slots. You match all 4 of them. Then you're able to access the electrical connector and the fuel lines assembly. You go ahead and pull these out. And that's the electrical part of it. You just have to have plenty of clean rags and stuff to get the fuel and consume soak up the fuel as best as you can. Always try to put a rag over it so it doesn't spill out too much. And as you can see, a little bit of fuel come out of the lines. So these plastic tabs, all you do is just squeeze them in and you pull out at the same time. And that's all it is to it. Same thing here. You squeeze, you hear the click, and then you pull them back. And you just pull them back like that. And they're out anyway. There's a couple of 8mm or Phillips that you pop out. And always when you're taking these things out, it's called a packing ring or O-ring. I would always recommend, and the dealer would recommend also, to replace them so you have no kind of fuel vapor leaks or fuel leaks, or else you will have a check engine light afterwards for evap system leaks. I'm going to pick up the retainer ring out of it. And I'm going to pick up this piece right here, which have your sending unit that's connected onto it, and your pumps are in there. It's clipped in, so you're going to have to get your hands in there to pull the clip to get the fuel pumps assembly out, because it's stationary in and built it's stationary in the tank. Alright, so we have the sending unit assembly out, which is to tell you how much fuel is in there, and then here's your fuel pump assembly that's sitting in here. So right at the front of it, there's a little tab that you have to pull up the tab and then pull forward, and then the tank, then the fuel pump assembly, it's actually moving around in the tank. Now you're able to remove the whole assembly. Just want to make sure that you take it out nice and easy and not to damage the overflow hoses, because these hoses go to the other side. There is your GTR fuel pump assembly. Put it in the container because it's still going to leak some fuel out of it, so you got to be careful with that. So here we have these little tabs that you have to squeeze sideways, kind of sideways, and then use like a small pocket screwdriver like that. Then pick them up nice and gentle, and then you'll be able to get them out that way. Here's another one. Clips in, and then you have to squeeze it. So my trick is to put a screwdriver in there and then squeeze it through, which is a little bit, takes a little bit of finessing to get to. You can get it out that way. You want to be nice and gentle with it before you snap one of the retainers. It's kind of hard to see, but you have to pick that center tab up, so these guys would actually get to be closed in. Let's try it this way. And it pops out. Okay, now go more to the side. And you just lift it nice and gentle, work it up, back and forth. And you'll need to feed the wires up one at a time through this looming here. And then we have the access to the fuel pumps. Take a pocket screwdriver also, nice and gentle. And then you can get your wires out from the center, hold down. Take all your wiring out, one at a time. There's your wiring set up. Same thing goes for the bigger size of the clips. You have to pick them up, squeeze them, and then pop them out. And there's 3 of them all around. You just gotta work your way out. And then nice and gentle. And there it is. So we're gonna replace these guys. High flow pumps. pumps. It should be fun. Went ahead and moved the wiring out of the way. So now we're going to work on the clips that holds the pumps in. So there's one here, there's 4 of them. So normally what I do is just take a little pocket screwdriver and I work my way through them so I can get them out that way. You just wedge it so it stays where the clip is up. There we go. There's 2 of them that's hidden in the back here, so you always have to be careful with those 2 in the back. But if you look straight down here, you'll be able to see it, a side at a time. Pretty much opened out, but they're still tight to get out because of the O-rings that's holding in the front part of here. So you just gotta kind of work your way out, nice and gentle, and keep at it. Don't pop out. There we are, there's one, and there's the other. So now we disconnect the connectors, then we pop our pumps out. And we'll do the same for the other side. The connectors in there. Take the electrical connector out, and pretty much pop them out, and there it is. So we're going to prep this and get it ready and install our AEM setup, AEM fuel pump setup. Okay, so now we're prepping the AEMs to be installed. AEM on the factory pumps, when it comes out, it has the sleeve which it holds the O-ring in place. You have to remember in reuse that piece. So we install new O-rings in there on both sides. That's usually supplied with the kit, and we're gonna install it straight down. Get this, and then just make a nice little pop, push down, and that's it. And the pump's installed. So now we have both our pumps in, they're installed. You have to look through here to make sure that you don't have too much of an end gap or anything like that. It has to be nice and close, nice and tight. That way you know that it's secure and the O-ring is in there. We're going to install both of our connectors back into it. And then you reinstall all the clips and the plastic and the strainers and stuff in the reverse manner you've taken it out. And we'll show you how it looks when it's all back together in a second. Make sure, remember to put this rubber back in there so it sits nice and tight. And then we're going to get ready to put this assembly back into it. All of our wiring are where they need to be on the back end of the wiring of the plastic housing. And nice and gentle. You light back in. First, actually, let me show you how to light back in. You go in and you line these clips back up to the back end of it on the housing. It's the retainer housing.
Looks like your the gasket came off, so let's secure that back on.
Secure
on
the
this side
gasket.
as well. Stick that out, secure the gasket. Good to go there.
There it is. Here's how your fuel pumps would sit back into it, and make sure you reinstall these wires back into the center. Into the center clip. I'm going to install this one so you can actually see it. and they all pretty much go back in there to be held in place, so they're not bouncing around when the car is running or you're doing anything else. Okay, we have our 3 lines that's in the tank. We need to reconnect back onto our assembly. So we're going to grab our assembly here. Get that out of the way. And this is our small line. We're going to connect back into there. It's the same thing. You go with the clips, it just pushes back in. Just got to make sure you line them up properly. Doesn't want to work.
A little difficult.
So sometimes what we do is just take the clips out, put them back in there, and house them, and then snap them back in. There it is. And then our pump assembly is ready to go back in. We have to fold everything together, and then walk it back into the hole. You can set that down for me. Point, it's more of a feel type touch thing to get it back into the groove and locked in. And once it sits pretty much straight, button straight ahead where you can see it completely, like how it's showing in the video right there, then you know it's sitting in properly, and you just give it a slight tug up to make sure you know it's sitting in there all the way. Now we're going to reinstall the sending unit assembly. Get the float assembly in, and then we rotate. As we're going in, we rotate it in its original spot, and it'll pretty much fit in there. You could see the hoses and stuff like that. It's going to be straight ahead.
Yeah, which we also changed the...
You also change the packing rubber. Make sure you replace that.
To avoid any type of...
Any types of leaks or fuel smells or evap pressure issues.
So we're going to go ahead and just finish this up. Get everything connected back in.
Yep, we're going to bolt it back together, connect it back up. And I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and you could subscribe and let me know what you think. Thank you.
Hey guys, so we went ahead and we finished installing the AEM fuel pumps. It was very time consuming, as you could see, and very detailed. So we tried to get as much in there as we possibly could. This way, when you guys install it, it'll be done properly. Please subscribe to our channel, turn on your notification, let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it, and take care.